Hello, mate. How are you?
Yep, good. Thanks, Jake. You?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm here with Ward Hampton, who's a business owner and a recruitment owner, and we've been working together now for a few months. And yeah, I just wanted to catch up really and find out what your experience has been like so far.
All right. Yeah. Cheers, Jake. So, um, first of all, I'd say I'm no stranger to burnout. So, I've definitely been burnt out at least two or three times in the past. Particularly if I go back like 18 months into when I first started my business, so 2020, I'd had a really successful period, like revenue wise,
Mhm.
but felt completely burnt out. So I actually decided at that time to uh, pack my bags, take 6 months off, left Europe, came to Peru, to a really remote part of Peru. Um, Decided to have, yeah, the plan was to have 6 months off and then come back to Europe, but I actually ended up feeling so much better that I stayed in Peru. Started working again after 6 months, and yeah, things have been going very well from a growing the business point of view. I've got a head count of around 10 people now, um, doing a lot more revenue this year than we were last year. Um, but yeah, I recognize what those symptoms of burnout are now before I actually get to the stage of being fully burnt out. So, starting to feel anxious, exhausted, more short-tempered than I would like. Uh, generally, just generally low mood, I suppose. And even though everything's going well in the business, just struggling to feel, positive emotion around it. And then I also had quite a few things going on in my personal life. There was family visiting. I was doing quite a bit of travel. We were relocating from Cusco to Lima, so just had a lot going on. Um, and we had met about a year ago,
Mhm.
um, randomly. So when I heard that someone who coaches people who are feeling burnt out and with a specialism in recruitment and an ex-recruiter yourself, ex-business owner, um, a Manx City fan as well. When you randomly became a neighbour of mine in one of the most remote parts of Peru, I thought, the universe is trying to tell me something here. So yeah, a few months ago we started working together, and yeah, that's it's been very helpful for me, and something I will certainly be continuing to do over the coming months. I don't know, is it helpful if I like talk about some of the process of what we
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we've
yeah,
been doing together? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so we have uh we've been having either weekly or bi-monthly sessions online, which I found very helpful. Just having the opportunity to talk to someone and unload what's been going on to someone who understands it has been very helpful.
Yeah.
Um, and then another big thing you help me with is identifying when I'm catastrophizing about stuff. So stuff can be going incredibly well, and there's one little thing that probably hasn't even happened, but I'm focusing on that, ignoring all the positives, and living as though that thing that hasn't even happened is a reality.
Mhm.
So just by having dialogue with you, and then the way in which you know, ask questions, I can generally tend to start to work out when I'm doing that, which isn't which once I've realized it seems quite obvious, but when you're in it, it's a bit harder to get to that on your own. Um, and then yeah, look, I've dabbled in meditation before. Um, that 6 months I had off when I wasn't working, I did get a regular practice for a few months of that, and I wouldn't say it was just that, but that was like one of the periods of time where I just felt like amazing. And I mean, definitely helped that I wasn't working, but I intuitively know that meditation is helpful and will be more helpful the more I can cement that as a practice. Yeah, the accountability side of that is also very helpful. So look, still definitely a work in progress on that, but starting to get some kind of consistency with that. And yeah, look, I really look forward to those sessions that we have, because I always feel a lot better after we've done them. And then I'd also say started to make some healthier decisions since we've been working together. So working out consistently again, doing that 3 times a week with a PT. I'm meditating most mornings, and just being a little bit more disciplined in terms of setting boundaries around when I'm going to take a break, when my lunch break is, just putting more boundaries in around when I should and shouldn't be working, or when I want to and don't want to be working, because that can get a bit out of control, because just there's always a to-do list. It's never done, is it, in this game? So so that's still a work in progress, but it's going in the right direction. Yeah, and then I think it's just important that I do want to keep working with you over the coming months, because again, just that accountability aspect's really important for me.
Nice, mate. And if there's other people in a similar situation right now, would you recommend like the service to them, other entrepreneurs?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you do have to be. You have to have a certain level of self-awareness to be able to go and do it, and a bit of courage to actually go and do something like this, and you need to have a certain amount of openness and honesty. But if you feel like you can do that, then absolutely.
Well, thanks very much, and yeah, looking forward to carrying on working together over the next few months. And yeah, it's been a pleasure so far. So thanks for your time today.
Me too, mate.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Let's